Have you ever been watching a video and seen these cute little subscribe overlays and wondered how do they do that? Well, I'm about to show you, and it's pretty simple. Let's check it out. The first thing we need to do is create a new project. Doesn't really matter which aspect ratio you use. I'm just going to stick with 16:9. And from here we have to add media. Now we're going to go to photo and we're going to choose just a plain colored image background. Doesn't matter what color you pick because we're going to change it anyway. So I'm just going to stick with white. I'm going to make this as long as I want the overlay to be on my screen. So I'm going to go with about 3 seconds. And I'm going to change the color now to green. Now, just so you know, anything that you put on here needs to have any other color you want but green. If you have green, like on your text, if your text is green, or if your photo has some green in it, or your sticker has some green in it, it is going to show up clear once you have the chroma key in place. So if you have something that's green, you're going to want to choose a different background color like blue or something like that. But whatever color this is, you do not want in your text or in your sticker or anything like that. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so we're just going to check OK for that. And now it's time to add our text. So you're just going to go into layer, choose text, and type in the word subscribe or whatever you want it to say. Maybe you want it to say something else. But I'm just going to go with all caps, whoops, and type in subscribe. Okay. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to go down and I'm just going to make this pop a little bit by giving it a little bit of an outline. And I want it to be as long as the duration of the clip. Make it a little bit bigger. And I'm also going to give it a little bit of a text box background. I just think it pops better on the screen rather than just the text. And I want the alpha to be set all the way up to 100%. I do not want to be able to see through it at all. So good. Perfect. Check that box. All right, so now from here, we want to have the little hand, right, that comes up that clicks on it. So that is actually a sticker, and it is called cursor. So I'm going to scroll down. And there's a couple different ones in the asset store. And I will pick, where is it? Cursor clicks is not the one I want. That one's a little more cartoony. You can see what they look like. I don't really like those ones. I like the one that's just plain cursors. So I'm going to choose this one. Now I'm just going to play a little bit and then I can see where the actual click takes place. Okay, see where those little lines start coming out of it? That kind of implies that that's where it actually clicks. So right there is where I want to put in the sound effect of the mouse clicking. So I find that sound effect in the audio in SFX, sound effects. So if you don't have this particular sound effect yet, you can find it right up here in the asset store. But it's under mouse clicks. And there are a few different ones you can choose. And here's what they sound like. I like the first one the best. I always choose that one. I'm just going to click on that. Let's run it back and we'll see what it looks like. Perfect. So you see how that clicked right when it touched the subscribe word. So the only thing I don't like about it is the position of it. So I'm just going to move it around over towards the center a little bit so it's a little more centered. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Perfect. Love it. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is add our little bell, right? Everybody loves the little bell. We want to have our notifications bell on there. So we're going to go back into layer. We're going to go back to stickers, and that is also in the cursors, the cursor collection. All right, let's find it. It's way down at the bottom. And here it is. Very good. We're just going to position that a little bit better because if we play through our bell is covering up our subscribe sticker, and we don't want that. So we're just going to move it over here to this side a little bit. And click OK on that. Now we'll play it all through again. Awesome. Looks great, with the exception of there's no ringing sound. And we definitely want a ringing sound. So we're going to find right there is a good spot, right where it would be hitting the bell. And we're going to go back into audio again. And this sound effect is under bells 1, the one that I use. There's different kinds of bells. I kind of like the first one, so I'm just going to click the plus sign there and add it in. And if you look closely here, you can see that the bell sound lasts longer than the rest of everything. And if we play it now, we're going to cut off that ringing sound. It kind of just stops abruptly. So I just want to make everything just a little bit longer so that it gets the entire ringing bell sound in there. Okay, we'll play it through again, see what we think. Looks good. I will say though that everything looks good with the exception of that bell just kind of pops off the screen there. See how it just pops off and the subscribe stays on? So I am going to put a fade on everything. I am going to put a fade on everything just by clicking on everything and doing an out animation with a fade. We'll do it with this sticker too. We don't really notice it as much with that sticker, but it's always nice to have everything, you know, the same. Okay, so we'll play it through one more time. Excellent. That's perfect. So the next step we need to do is we need to export this. Doesn't mean we're loading it to YouTube or anything like that. We're just exporting it so that we can use it whenever we want. That's going to save it right to our Kinemaster. It's got a little date here, so that kind of helps find it a little easier. Perfect. Now we're going to go back to our project that we were working on. I'm just going to use the same one that I was using before as I was making this video. I'm going to go ahead and click media, go ahead and put my video back in there. This is just my video that I'm using as an example. All right, so there we go. Now we've got our video up here and we need to add our overlay, right? The overlay that we just made. So we're going to go into layers because this is going to be a layer. We're going to go to media. I'm going to pick all, and here's the one we just made. I'm just going to click on it. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, that looks terrible. That's just a green box right over my face. Well, we're going to fix that. First of all, we're going to make it a heck of a lot smaller. And we're going to move it off to the side a little bit. And then we're going to go to the magic box, the chroma key. And we're going to click on chroma key. And look, it's disappeared. It's like magic. Now let's play it through and see what we think. Perfect. Now you could add all kinds of other things to this. You could add little stickers and anything else, any other text you wanted it to say. You could do anything with the green screen. But that is how you do the subscribe button and the notifications bell. So I hope you found this helpful. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I hope you can use this in your future videos. And the really nice thing about this is once you have it, you can just save it to your favorites and you can just pop it into any video at any time, and you don't have to worry about, you know, making it over and over again, unless you wanted to. I mean, if you wanted to make it thematic to go along with your video, that's fine too. All right, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and let me know if there's something else that you would like to see, because this was actually a request from Nancy. Nancy wanted to know how to make a subscribe button for her videos. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.